Welcome back to round 3 of the Solidarity Tournament hosted by the Outer Rim. For round 3, we've got Vu on the right playing Luke Skywalker, Reluctant Instructor, and Kit Fisto. On the left, we have Kenny playing Qui-Gon and Yoda. Vu will be playing on Theed Royal Palace, while Kenny is going to be playing on Obi-Wan's Hut. Kenny run the roll off, so we'll be going to Obi-Wan's Hut. Vu will get his 2 shields, and we will get started. Kenny's goal is to get as many shields on Qui-Gon as possible to use his dice to increase by 1 or 2. Kit Fisto will be doing a lot of blocking using his die, and Luke is simply going to be shielding and firing away. Kenny drops down a Your Eyes Can Deceive You, while Vu immediately drops his Lothwolf Bond. That'll give a shield to each of his blue characters, up to 2. Allow him to roll out both of those characters. So Kit rolls a resource and a melee side. Luke rolls a 2 shield and a resource. So 2 resources there early for Vu. Kenny drops down an R2-D2. Both these guys like to play pretty fast, pretty up-tempo. Vu will take the 2 resources. Kenny will roll out Qui-Gon. Vu immediately force misdirections using the melee side. So that'll remove both of Qui-Gon's dice. So the damage is for the most part gone for Kenny turn 1. Yoda rolls out a 2 focus and a discard. Get an early 3 damage into Qui-Gon. Who still has 2 resources for the round. Kenny will roll out R2-D2. Not sure what R2-D2 rolled as, but Vu is going to use the 2 resources to pay for Luke's Lightning Rod. Remember that since it's attached to Luke, the melee sides on the Lightning Rod can be resolved to shields. Kenny's going to discard a reroll. Hits a special on the Yoda. Looks like a disrupt on R2-D2. Vu will claim, take the shield, and put it on Kit. Kit's now effectively 14 health. So is Luke. Kenny's going to go ahead and start the special chain. So he'll take a shield, flip a die. He'll turn R2's die to draw a card and to flip a die. So he'll turn Yoda's to the special. Fully expect to see a shield and a resource here. Yep, that's what we get. We are off and going to round 2. So Qui-Gon's ability is triggered now. He has 2 shields. Looks like Kenny has a Lothwolf Bond. Looks like an altar as well. I think we saw an Inner Strength to sound the alarm. Vu will drop 2 for a Force Focus. Special on Force Focus allows him to change one of his own dice, and if he shows a blue card, he can change an opponent's die. So Kenny pays a 2 for Inner Strength, puts it on Qui-Gon. Vu will roll out Luke. Luke hits on the 2 shield, 2 melee, resource, and a resource. Qui-Gon will roll out with a blank, 2 melee, and a shield. And because he rolled the shield on Inner Strength, he can Your Eyes to Deceive You to blank Luke's dice. Vu will once again take the 2 resources. He's got a good chance here to ramp up real early. Kenny rolls that R2. Once again, it's a little bit hard to see that R2 die, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Vu's going to power action Force Focus over to Kit because it's an ability. He can do that. Kenny will roll out Yoda, hits a special and a shield. Vu's going to overconfidence the 2 melee and the special on Yoda. Whichever die rolls lower will be the one that gets removed. Because that was a tie, Vu gets the choice and he removes the melee side. Kenny will discard his altar to reroll probably everything. Yeah. We get a disrupt, a 2 focus. Looks like a resource and looks like a shield on inner strength. Kid will roll out. Get a discard or reroll here. Got a melee side showing, a resource, looks like a 3, pay 1 on Kid at the top, and a Force Focus special. So he'll change Luke's to a 2. He's going to go ahead and use the special to change R2's dice. Looks like to a shield. Kenny will use the 2 focus to turn Yoda to a special and R2 to a special. Vu is still well shielded up, no damage yet. So he'll pay the 1 and deal 6. That should be a net of 4. Yep. Qui-Gon now at 5 health remaining. Yoda's still fully healthy. Kenny's going to resolve Yoda special. Take a shield. Flip a die. He's going to go after, try to get some damage. R2 he's going to resolve the other special on R2. He'll draw a card. He can still turn a die if he wants to. Unless I decides not to. Vu hidden motive calling melee hits it, so that's removed. I think Kenny wants to use the caution the opposite way of what he has showing right now, so he would like to probably use a Yoda die to give Qui-Gon 3 shields. So Kenny will claim that'll give him the shield on Yoda. Vu is going to pay 1 to upgrade the Force Focus up to a Qui-Gon saber. It's going to allow him to continue to shield up. Not looking very strong right now early on for Kenny. He has no weapons on either character currently. Kenny will roll out Qui-Gon. He has a special on inner strength. It's looks like a 1 melee and a 2 melee. Special inner strength is to move a damage from this character to another character with no shields. We will drop his own version of Your Eyes Can Deceive You. That'll be really well. That'll work out really well with the Qui-Gon saber and Luke. Comes Yoda. 2 focus and a 2 focus. Vu's going to roll out to Luke. Get a blank, a shield. So he'll be able to turn a die. Turns Qui-Gon's to a blank. R2 rolls a special. We haven't seen Kit really use his ability quite yet. Hasn't needed to so far. But he rolls out a 3 pay 1, a 1 melee, and looks like a shield on the Qui-Gon saber. Kenny's going to pay 2 for Beguile. Question is, what does he target? He's going to have him reroll the 1 melee. Then he'll blank the Qui-Gon and remove the 3 pay 1. Vu will ditch his heirloom, reroll everything. It's a blank, a 2 shield on Luke, a focus, and a shield on the lightning rod. Kenny will start the special chain by resolving the R2 to draw a card, change Yoda to a special. Yoda's going to start shielding up and changing dice. Right now, Inner Strength does him no good because he hasn't been able to get through the shields quite yet. He does have a resource, so if he wants to focus to the 3 side, he can. Instead, he 1 focuses Luke into a 2 focus on Kit. That's like a +3 on the Qui-Gon Saber and a 2 melee. That's 7 damage. Kenny will ditch Lothwolf to reroll. Blank on Inner Strength and blank on Qui-Gon. That's going to be rough. So Vu will riposte, deal 3 damage to Qui-Gon. Now Qui-Gon is at lethal. Okay, Kenny's trying to play caution, but he can't play it on his own character. I think they're resolving that correct, okay? We see a Destiny in Kenny's hand, a Treasure Lightsaber, and a Become One. So he discards the Destiny to reroll. Hits a special Inner Strength and a shield on the Qui-Gon. So we're going to see Qui-Gon go down here. And then 2 will pop the shields on Yoda. One thing you'll also notice with Vu is when he played Riposte, he took off all 3 shields, but he exhausted Qui-Gon to regain his shield because he lost a shield. If that card had been on Qui-Gon, he would have been able to draw a card. But because it's not, no card draw. So Qui-Gon is down, Inner Strength is out of play. It's just Yoda and R2 against a Luke and a Kit who are both fully healthy with shields and 2 weapons. So we get started. Kenny will claim, take the shield on Yoda, immediately pay 2 for Treasured. He'll be able to draw a card with that. Vu is going to pay 2 for Shoto. He has Qui-Gon Saber on Kit as well, so he'll be able to get a shield after each activation. Kenny will roll out Yoda. Special on the Treasure, that's 2 unblockable, and a 2 focus and a shield. Vu plays a Luke's Training, spots 2 blue characters or Luke, so both qualify. He's able to play an ability, decreasing it by 1, so he pays 1 for Force Focus. So we have 3 dice against 8 dice. The odds are not in Kenny's favor at this time. He goes ahead and does a 2 unblockable. Kit will roll out. Lots of melee damage. 3 pay 1, 3 pay 1, 2 melee, 1 resource. R2 rolls a shield, which will allow him to use Your Eyes. So he blanks one of those. Vu's going to go ahead and roll out Luke. 2 blanks, a resource, and a focus. He could theoretically focus into a 2 focus and really try to put the hurt on. Get a 2 focus. Probably focuses both of the dice to specials. And he may have tried to focus the R2 to the damage, just to get something going. Bill discard or reroll. Gets a blank, 2 melee, and a special on force focus. So he did focus to the melee earlier, so Kenny plays Force Misdirection back at Vu, removes all of the melee dice. That's clutch. That'll keep him alive for another round. Get a focus. We get a dice change with the force focus. So he changes the kit die to a 2 melee and changes Yoda to a disrupt. Boo has no resources right now, so that's a good play. Kenny will do the 1, pop a shield off of Luke. Get a focus to a +2 on the Shoto. That's 4 damage with a resource. Vu will go ahead and do the damage. More than likely you may see a claim or something. Still won't be able to use caution. Become 1 is not going to be a great card right now with the cards he has in play. So he needs to go ahead and claim. He does. All right, we go into the next round. Boo will have 3 resources. Kenny will also have 3 resources. Finally gets rid of the caution. He has an Obi Saber, looks like a counter stroke, a mislead. It's hard to see what that last card was. Kenny's going to pay 3 for Obi Saber. Special on Obi Saber is to give a character a shield and deal unblockable to an opponent based on the number of shields that character has. Vu will use all his resources to pay for the Dagger Mortis on Kit. So the most that Kenny can do per round right now is 5 damage if he can get the shielding. So Kit will roll out. I see a resource, a blank, a 2 melee, and a blank. For Kenny right now, he's got the special on Yoda, so he's going to take a shield, flip a die, probably take another shield, he'll flip a die. Probably the better play there would have been to take the resource and flip a die and flip Obi, because then you're not wasting the ability of Obi to give you a shield. So he flips Obi Saber to the special, but he can't take an extra shield because he already has 3. He still gets to do 3 unblockable, but now he has no resource. So he does a 3 into Luke. So Luke is at 7 health plus shield. Vu will roll him out. Resource, a shield, and a 2 melee or a 2 shield. Vu rolls out R2. Get a discard here to re-roll. Vu needs to do 10 damage. And that's a lot of damage. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, at least 12 damage, and that's it. That's the game, folks. When you can wrap up early like that and take your resources, you can go pretty strong. So that's round 3. We've got 5 rounds total. Round 4 will start shortly. Once again, guys, thanks for watching our videos. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like the content we provide. Make sure to leave us a comment for any suggestions or anything like that in the future. And we will see you guys for round 4 of the Solidarity Tournament presented by the Outer Rim.